How's it going, everyone? So didn't do a little update on the pond. Got some turtles out basking. Look at them. But look how clear the pond is. Look at that. Nice and clear. Looking good. So today's project, yes, there's an apple floating in the water, don't ask. Today's project, well, let me back up for a second. So this here is a board that I've had in this pond for many years, 3 to 4 years, basically as long as this pond has been in existence. And it does its job great. Turtles climb up from this log and bask on the board. Turtles climb up from here and bask on the board. They bask, on these rocks. It works perfectly. However, it is not the most natural looking thing in the pond. We got a lot of logs here. Got a nice big one in the water, submerged. Got a log, like a branch here, log there. So the goal for today is to find a log that I can replace this board with. So I need to go out in the woods, find a log, and what I'm gonna have to do is get the chainsaw out. And so here's the log. I'm gonna have to cut it like this. So there's a flat ledge that will go on either side of the pond, so it will go down into the water, but still be supported by the edges of the pond. So that's gonna have to be something that I have to do, but it should be pretty good. But yeah, this board has done its job well, and I think it's time to retire the boards and find something a little better looking. Also, it'd be cool if this were a log. See how the water isn't touching the bottom, the boards. The turtles can't climb up from the water to the board. I think it would be cool if the log kind of curved out of the water, so they could climb up onto the log all throughout every side of the log, and from the sticks and the other log. So yeah, it should be good. I'm excited because once that's done, basically this pond will be all natural looking, and I still want to do a bunch of stuff to this pond this year. I need to get more lily pads, more plants. I basically want to stock this pond up with plants. I think that would be great. But yeah, I've got some big ideas. I'm actually going to be starting to put another pond in hopefully today, and if that's the case, I will record it for you guys so you guys can see how I do that. But you know what? Let's get started. This pond is going to be upgraded a lot by that. I think it'll look much better. So I just got done measuring it with this tape measure here, and I wanted to show this. You can tell. Got the red-eared sliders, Phelps and Sally. This is their courting season, so they might be doing what they're doing. Just to clarify, I'm not actively breeding red-eared sliders. If they do breed and if she does lay eggs, they are going to be kept outside in the pond. I'm not going to dig the eggs up to incubate them artificially. I'm going to leave them outside. So that's with the idea. If they live, then that's great. And if they don't, then oh well. They are red-eared sliders. You don't need more red-eared sliders in the pet trade. So yeah, I'm not trying to breed red-eared sliders, but if it happens and it does, and if not, then that's perfectly fine too. So there they are. Just got the measurement, 63 inches. Gonna give it a few more inches, so I'm gonna probably cut a log down about 67 inches, just so I have a little play for the length here. But other than that, I'd say we fire up the buggy, head on bound. Gotta head on back to the woods. I mixed the words back and down, and it came out as bound. So my apologies. We're gonna fire the buggy up, go down to the woods, see if we can't find ourselves a good applicant, a good log to put across our pond here. Should be fun. There's a lot of logs out there, a lot of possibilities. All right, so here's the buggy. Some of you may not know this. I have another YouTube channel. I'll put the link down in the description below. It's all about cars and stuff. But this is what I take around the yard. We're gonna go and fire this up, take it out of the woods, because I've got this little empty space here where I put the log. but I need to grab the chainsaw first. So I'm actually gonna go down. I'm gonna go down and kind of scout out some logs first. We're gonna scout out some logs first, see if we can find one. If we do, we'll mark it, come back up, grab the chainsaw, and we'll get it. I have an idea of one. It's super clear down here, like the thorns haven't grown in yet. I have an idea of where one might be, so we're gonna go down there, check out that log first. So as I was walking down to the log I was thinking of, I found this one here. This is a possibility. It's got about the thickness that I want. The only thing is it's dead, and it's been dead for a while, so it's probably gonna take a while to sink, which I don't need it to sink like completely, but I do need it to not just completely float at the surface of the water. So this one you might have to come back to if we don't find any others. I'd like to try to find one a little more, I don't know, just a little more dense, not so rotted through. And just got the log I was thinking of. So I was thinking of this one. This log actually is one that I chopped off. The one log that is like sticking up out of the water and is leaning up against the bank of the pond. That's where this one came from. You can see where I cut it right here. So we know that this wood works. So I like the shape. It has a lot of moss on it, which is pretty cool. It's kind of rotted, but something else I thought of, this log next to it, pretty sure it came from the same tree, and if not, then it's the exact same kind. You can see the roots and everything. Something I thought of, this bend here. I like this big, thick bend. You can see that. It kind of curves down, then back up. We cut this at the bend enough so like where this could be in the middle-ish of the pond. That'd be pretty cool if it like sloped, water came up to here, and then I kind of like this. It's a thick log, so it's gonna be a pain to get it up, but I can do it somehow. But you know what? I think I like this. I like this log. I like the bend in it. It's a pretty unique shape. Now I just need to measure it out and see if it's the correct length. Okay. So, got the chainsaw, tape measure. We're gonna measure it out, find out, you know, where I can cut to make it look good. Then we'll cut it. So on my other Jeep, not the buggy, I have a winch, 12,000-pound winch. I might need to use that to take it up this hill, depending on how heavy it is. I'm hoping I'll be able to just lift it up and walk it out of here. But I'm on a super steep hill, and I mean, I don't know. It's a pretty big log. But let's measure it out and see where I can cut. I like this bend. It adds a lot of character to the log, which will then add character to the pond. It was 63 inches, so I'm gonna give it a little extra slack and go like 67 inches. So that'll be about, that's like the whole bend. Man, I didn't realize that. So, do I want the bend more in the middle or the front? Okay, so I'm gonna cut it here. It's gonna be a little longer than what I need. but I'm hoping once I take it up to the pond, I'll be able to visualize it better. All right, so okay. This is the part of building enclosures that not a lot of people see. Yeah, if you want a naturalistic enclosure, you got to go out and find some naturalistic stuff, or spend hundreds of thousands of dollars buying stuff. Okay guys, moment of truth. See if I need to bust out the winch on my other Jeep, or if I can pick this bad boy right here, pick it up and carry it up the hill. I honestly don't know. I don't know if you can tell right here. I mean, this is solid, dense wood, so we'll have to find out if I can pick this up. Dang, this thing is heavy. Holy smokes, there's no way this won't sink, so. All right, here we go. Doesn't help that I'm also standing on a slope. All right, guys, there it is. Out of breath right now, but rightfully so. Got the log in there, looking good. Look how dense it is. It's a little bit in the middle that's rotten, but look at that. So we're gonna go ahead and fire it up, take it over the pond, see how we need to notch this bad boy to get it so the turtles can bask. So let's go on, hop in, head on over to the pond. Buddy. Okay, so here's what I decided to do. I'm gonna cut it at 65 inches, so I have about, I don't know, a little under a foot, maybe 8 inches of excess there. Cut it right here, notch it, and see how well it sits right here. Replaces that middle board there. So let's hope it's a one and done deal. Hope I cut it right the first time, and hope it works the first time, because this thing is a pain to lug around. Okay, so here's the log. I'm gonna do my best to get it in the spot that I want, and I hope I cut it well enough. I just hope it can do what I'm wanting it to do. So let's give it a shot. All right. All right, so here is the finished product. There it is. Went from this to this. So a few things about what I had to do. So first off, because of the bend, as you can see, I'm standing parallel with, that part. It goes all the way, and there's a big old bend like this. That bend had so much weight that the log just kept wanting to go like this, flipping over. So what I had to do was, I got it to the point where, with I don't know, gravity, to where it was slightly sloped up higher on this end, and that end was slightly sloped like the bank of the pond. So I got it in a perfect spot to where it was basically weightless, sitting like this. So then what I did was, I'm gonna walk over there. I got 4 3-inch screws and just went ham screwing this log into here. Now this log has like a 15-pound rock weighted to the bottom of it, which is how I got it to sink, and it's waterlogged up until this point. So it's a pretty heavy log, and then it's screwed into this, which has kept this in place from rolling over. And then, just for extra precautions, I got this log, which isn't totally weightless. It has a rock attached to it, probably like a 10-pound rock, and it's waterlogged to that point. But then I got some more screws and just started screwing in this log. So this is keeping it from toppling over. This is keeping it from toppling over. And I had it in a spot where it was pretty much weightless, sitting how it is. So I can still use it as a bridge, which is nice. But there it is. One thing, I was kind of hoping it would sit into the water more, so the turtles could climb from the water onto the log without using these branches. But as it sits right now, they can't do that. But I do like, for one, I love how much more naturalistic it is. It's much wider than the other boards, and a lot more turtles can fit on it, which is nice. But something I can do with this, which I'm kind of excited about, it would be very easy for me to get branches and sticks and stuff and actually screw it into the side to ramp into the water. It'd be very easy for me to I don't know, almost make like a ladder with sticks to go from the water to climb up to there. So I have a lot of possibilities that I can modify this so the turtles can climb from the water directly onto the log. But as it is right now, they can still very easily get on here. They have an access point right here, which they use quite a bit, and they have an access point right there, which they use the most. Just climb on up, and then they just start crowding on this log here. So here we get the full view of the pond. Looking much better, but will look pristine once I clean it out for the summer. The turtles are out here, and the cattails have grown back, and get some lily pads in here. Here's Buddy, the oldest animal here, but also the best. Here he is. But yeah, there it is. I love it personally. I really like how it looks. I like the moss. I like how it ties everything together. And we have a lot of logs in this pond. Got a log there, this log, and a big old stump, like a big old branch. It was almost like an entire tree. As you can see, there's branches that come off of it, and it's really cool. So I'm excited about it, and it looks really great. I like how it looks. So yeah, I mean, this gives me a lot more options, like I said earlier, to put logs on this side, a lot more options for hiding spots, and I think it looks great. There it is. Ready for the pond, ready for the turtles, which is going to be awesome. So yeah, this is pretty much it. a lot of hard work for this one, guys, but I think it was worth it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below what you think about this. But I'm gonna stop rambling, and I'll let you guys find a new video to watch, hopefully one of mine, which brings me to this part of the video. If you haven't already, make sure to check out my other videos, because I know if you liked this video here, you will love another video on my channel, I guarantee it. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope maybe you got a few ideas. I'm gonna lay down on my log here. How's it going? Hope you got a few ideas for your setups. Hopefully my camera doesn't fall in the water. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you learned something, and I will see you guys next time.